First, read the problem to take note of given information. Sue hiked 18 miles in 6 hours. Give her hiking speed as a rate in its simplest form. Begin by writing out the rate as a fraction. To simplify this rate, we must find the greatest common factor, or GCF, between 18 and 6 to use it in reducing the rate. One of the best ways to find the greatest common factor is the tree method. Start by breaking down 18 to its two factors. Here, 9 and 2 are used. You can choose to use 6 and 3. The goal is to break down each factor till each branch ends with a prime factor. 2 is a prime factor, so this branch ends there. 9, on the other hand, is not a prime factor. Break down 9 into 3 and 3. 3 is a prime number. No more factoring is possible for this tree. Perform the same steps for 6. Break it into 2 and 3. Since both are prime factors, then the tree for 6 ends there. Now compare the list of prime factors of 18, 3, 3, and 2, with the list of factors for 6, 2, and 3. Circle the common factors. 2 and 3 are the common factors between 18 and 6. To find the greatest common factor, multiply the common factors. 6 is the greatest common factor between 18 and 6. Now use the GCF to reduce the fraction. Divide top and bottom by 6. Sue's simplified hiking rate is 3 miles per hour. Let's read the next problem. A restaurant is open for 12 hours each day and serves an average of 720 customers per day. Convert this rate to customers per hour. One way to go about this situation is to basically reduce the rate fraction so that 1 hour becomes the time unit in the denominator. This can be accomplished by dividing top and bottom by 12. The reduced fraction is the desired rate, which is 60 customers per hour. Another way to look at this rate is to recognize that 12 hours to this restaurant is equivalent to 1 day, which leads to using the conversion factor as 1 day per 12 hours. Multiply the given rate times the conversion factor. Note that the conversion factor was set up this way to make the undesired time units align diagonally, so they end up canceling each other. Multiply across, you get 720 customers per 12 hours. Now reduce the fraction to have 1 hour in the denominator by dividing top and bottom by 12. Again, the restaurant serves 60 customers per hour. This is another speed problem. It took Juwan 48 minutes to drive 12 miles. Calculate his speed in miles per hour. In this situation, the time unit in the given rate is in minutes, but the desired time unit is hours. First, write out the given rate. Since the desired rate is miles per hour, then we must convert 48 minutes to hours. 1 hour contains 60 minutes. Set up a proportion with hours on the numerators and minutes in the denominators. Cross multiply, then divide the product by 60 minutes. 48 minutes are equivalent to 1/8 of an hour. Place 0.8 hours in the denominator. Now, reduce the fraction by dividing top and bottom by 0.8. 1 hour is placed in the denominator, which is the desired time unit. Juwan drove at 15 miles per hour. A second method to convert the rate from miles per minute to miles per hour is using the conversion factor. To cancel out the undesired time units, in this case minutes, set up the conversion factor to minutes over hour. 60 minutes on top and its equivalency 1 hour in the denominator. The undesired units cancel out. Use the tree method to find the greatest common factor, GCF, between 12 and 48. You could start by finding the GCF of 60 and 48 instead. Break 12 into 2 factors, then break 6 into 2 and 3. This tree ends here. For 48, break it into 2 factors. Factor 12 into 6 and 2, and 4 into 2 and 2. Factor the 6 further to 3 and 2. Since all branches end with prime factors, no more factoring is possible. Compare the lists of prime factors of 12 and 48. Circle and multiply the common factors. 12 is the greatest common factor. Now eliminate the greatest common factor on the fractions before multiplying across. To do that, divide top and bottom by 12. The first fraction gets reduced to 1 mile over 4. Second fraction remains as is. Another GCF exists between 60 and 4 and must be eliminated. Find the greatest common factor between 60 and 4 using the tree method. 4 is the GCF. Divide top and bottom by 4. You end up with a simplified multiplication problem. 1 mile over 1 times 15 over 1 hour. Finally, multiply across. Juwan's driving speed was 15 miles per hour.